Hi, I'm Lovezart, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'll be gender bending Blitz and Loona, who have now been renamed Blitza, the A is silent, and Muune. Anyway, before we get started, I just wanted to say that I am super happy about reaching 4,000 subscribers. This is all still really crazy for me, and my family is really proud of me, and not to brag, but they're kind of spoiling me with crawfish since it's my birth month, but anyway, let's get started. When I was coming up with the design for Blitza, I had a hard time with the outfit, mainly due to the fact that Blitzo has such a crazy past and personality. Like, he has so many interests that just leaves me with so much to pick from. Like, for example, he's really into horses, so his boots look like cowboy boots. But then his jacket and that, like, tie area is very reminiscent of his clown days. Like, he's basically dressed as a business rodeo clown, which weirdly works for him, but also makes it that much harder for me to redesign something with such a weird mashup, which in general kind of made me second guess everything I did. Originally, I had planned on sticking to a more clownish style, and I found myself just battling back and forth with the whole clown idea and completely just dropped the ball on that and ended up settling on kind of a sexy ringmaster kind of outfit with much higher boots. Basically, if you look at the silhouette of the outfit, it's basically a competitive horse riding outfit, but with just more embellishments here and there. However, I still needed to sprinkle in a little clown. So I added the little puff balls, but I put them on the boots. So Blitzo's face is really unique and iconic, so I basically decided not to change much of the face. I also didn't want to add a ton of makeup because I don't think Blitz would be that type of woman to just go crazy with makeup unless like for a special occasion. So I just gave her some cat eyes. Though I did make the spines on her head a little bit longer. Don't ask me why I did that. It was just in the moment I was like, this would be cool. Also, a little off topic, but I feel like I need to address this because this was a big whoopsie on my part. But I had no idea that female imps had a different horn pattern to males. It didn't even cross my mind. Otherwise, I would have done the correct horn pattern. I've watched the episodes multiple times, and you think my bird brain would have noticed this, but no. I was too like, everything looks fine here. I don't see anything. But obviously, now that people have pointed it out to me, I'm like, whoops. I wouldn't have done that if I had known. I would have done the correct horn pattern. So I apologize for that. Maybe I'll go back and fix it, but for right now, we're just gonna have to deal with it. But anyway, on to color. There wasn't much I could change with color due to the fact that all imps share the same color palette. But hey, that makes it easier on me. Now on to Muune's design. Loona's gender bent was the one I was most excited to get started on because, believe it or not, I used to live that goth lifestyle. I mean, from my first year in middle school to my freshman year of high school, I lived goth fashion. Though I did fluctuate here and there. I mean, I originally started off with like a more grunge goth, then I worked my way up into scene goth, then I moved into metal goth, and then for a good while I was just skater goth, and that was mostly because it was the most casual version of goth. And then pretty much all through my high school, I had, goth days. Was the best treat I could have asked for, because goth fashion is just crazy. Like, I only just scratched the surface when I first started getting into goth fashion. Like, you have no idea how many layers there are. There are so many sub-genres of goth. It's crazy. Which gives me a lot more freedom because of the fact we don't even really know what genre of goth Loona is. But I think she's kind of like a basic goth because her overall style is she's just wearing a simple crop top and some, what I'm assuming are ripped up tights, because I really can't tell what they are. It's super basic. Any goth kid would wear that on their off day. Plus she has like a grunge styled haircut. So with her overall casualness and still keeping with overall grunge aesthetic, I decided to do a more casual version of a goth metalhead guy. I pretty much kept Loona's overall style. I kept the arm sleeve things, which personally I don't know if they really are gloves. Part of me thinks it's a fur pattern and the other part thinks it's gloves, but nothing's been confirmed, so I have no idea. Not only that, it looks like she's wearing like long stockings, but the stockings and the gloves are the same color as her tail. It's hard to tell what's fur pattern and what's not fur pattern. And another thing, her tail color kind of bothers me because I feel like the darker color should be the same color as her hair. I don't know. Not my character, not my design, but that's how I would personally do it. I still kept the design similar to her own. With the ripped shirt, I just, instead of the upside down star, I just enhanced that little V that she has on her crop top into a much bigger V. And I kind of just gave him like a busted up jean jacket kind of thing with no sleeves. I know a lot of guys had that jacket, and I was super tempted to buy one at one point, but they're super expensive for like no reason. And I know Loona is basically wearing that raccoon eyeliner look, and I wanted to do the same thing for him, but it was kind of looking too girly, so I just went with like a smudged grunge look, which I think ended up looking really cool. And again, as for color, there still wasn't much I could do, due to the fact that Loona is very grayscaled, except for her eyes, but there's really not much you can do with grayscaled characters. Like, you kind of have to stay within those lines, because if I went out of them, who knows what I would have done. I just have to say, when gender bending Loona, it brought up like so many super fun memories from my past. Anyway, I hope you all really enjoyed this video. I'm still working on the Addict Animatic. It's just taking me a while. But anyways, the next installment of the HELLUVABOSS cast will be Millie and Moxie, just to get them out of the way, honestly, because I'm more excited to work on Stolas and Octavia. But we just gotta get Eminem out of the way first. So let's all be patient. I hope everyone has a really good day, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!